Hey everyone, it's Amanda from Akshon Esports, and today we've got Kevin Dhir here with us from UBC Esports Association. So Kevin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey Amanda, thanks for having me. My name is Kevin Dhir from the UBC Esports Association, as you so kindly pointed out. I'm the director of Smash Bros, so I run all our Super Smash Brothers events and tournaments, and I'm a huge gaming nerd. I'm a second-year student at the Sauder School of Business, studying a combined degree in Business and Comp Sci. And yeah, what can I say? I love esports.
Nice. All right. So how long have you been organizing Smash tournaments, and what motivates you to keep running these events?
So the first ever Smash Bros tournament I ran, it was actually back in grade 10 in high school, and it was only for high school students. And I ran a bunch of events only for high school students through Vancouver School Board Esports. So all throughout my high school career, I ran monthly tournaments. And then when I got to UBC, actually in the May before I had started attending UBC, so the May of grade 12, I ran my first large-scale tournament with UBC Esports, and ever since then I've been running huge tournaments at UBC.
Wow, that's impressive. Well, so after being around the local Smash community for a while now, what are your thoughts on the competitive scene in BC?
So I've seen the competitive scene in BC grow tremendously. The first event I ran that I mentioned back in the end of grade 12 in May, that actually only had 70 attendees. However, this past May, I ran my largest yet tournament, 450 plus attendees in the exact same venue on almost the exact same day. So that just in less than 2 years, the amount of growth we have seen has been amazing.
Wow.
And the skill level and the talent in BC, I mean, just looking through old videos of the players in the last 2 years, it's been amazing.
Yeah, that must have been exciting. So your same event growing.
Yeah, it was quite the emotional experience saying that, hey, wow, like not that long ago, I was in here with, as many players as I would expect to get at my small scale events. I mean, I'm running an event this coming Sunday, so July 31st, called Kings of Vancouver 3. And for that event, I already have 140 people confirmed, and I'm just thinking, it's just a smaller scale tournament.
Wow. So what do you think about the frequency and quality of the events in the Pacific Northwest region? And do you think that the region has potential to host a more major event like Get On My Level, featuring high profile players and reaching maybe an EVO status one day?
Yeah, for sure. So this region, the Pacific Northwest, has a ton of potential. So right now in the lower mainland of British Columbia, there has been an influx of tournament organizers stepping into the scene. So not only do we have UBC tournaments, we also have Kyle Shields running tournaments through Rain City Smash, as well as other organizers popping up in North Van. We have North Van Melee, which happens on a couple weekly basis. So there are more and more tournaments popping up. We also have Vancouver Street Battle, based out of Burnaby, who are constantly running amazing events. They're very well run, and they have their own community that they've garnished by running these frequent events. And every couple months they run the Vancouver Battle Royale, which is an amazing tournament series that doesn't get as much attention as it should. It's very well produced, as well as they have a ton of big name sponsors on those events. I would definitely hope to see those events grow. As well as your question about potentially running a major event here, I definitely see that as being possible. We had 500 people at Battle of BC, which is nearly at major status. If we just had a couple more big names, it would definitely have gotten a lot more attention. And in this coming December in Seattle, Don't Park on the Grass is coming up, and it is looking at major status. They have thousands of dollars of pot bonuses, and they're going to get players like Mango to come out, like Armada. It's going to be a major status, and that's happening right here in our backyard, and I'm helping TO that. Yeah.
Wow. I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
There's always been talk about having a governing body overseeing some major Smash tournaments, similar to Riot Games and LCS. So what is the next step what are your thoughts on what is the next step for esports?
Sure. So more and more Nintendo presence would always be awesome. Nintendo does a lot of behind the scenes work right now with Smash. Like, you'll see them at big tournaments in the Twitch overlay or in the credits for an event that, hey, it's sponsored in part by Nintendo, but no one really knows what they do because it's not fully publicly available. But they do a ton of stuff behind the scenes. I'd hope to see more and more Nintendo presence stepping into the scene. I mean, just the other day at San Diego Comic-Con, Nintendo hosted a Super Smash Bros. Tournament streamed on Twitch. It was only for participants under the age of 12, but they still had, I believe like 50 to 100 entrants, and it was all officially Nintendo sanctioned, and that was amazing to watch. It was a great streaming experience as well. However, I don't think Nintendo is going to be the ones to make the Smash scene take it to the next level. I think the folks over at Smash GG, the #1 organizing website, so all tournaments almost these days are run through this website called Smash GG. It's like Challenge or Battle Fight. It's a tournament bracket system, but they have an amazing system that's catered specifically towards Smash. And I think that the next step in the Smash community is to have Smash GG kind of organize a circuit type thing. Because right now, a problem that's happening in the Smash community is there's so many quality tournaments that players are getting burnt out because they have to travel on an almost monthly basis, and there's huge competitions going on. But anyone can almost run a giant tournament right now, so it's becoming oversaturated. So I think by having some sort of organized circuit between these major tournaments where every year there's 3 or 4 of the really big ones that matter the most, some sort of system like that. And I think the folks over at Smash GG have the potential to do so.
Yeah, they are very big, so I'm excited to see what's going to come from the Smash scene. And as you said earlier, you're going to be hosting Kings of Vancouver 3 very soon this weekend. So can you tell us more about your event and what someone would kind of expect if it was their first time attending?
For sure. So Kings of Vancouver 3 is obviously the third one in the Kings of Vancouver series. So we're expecting around 128 competitors for Melee and around 64 for Smash Bros. 4 for the Wii U. So it's just going to be a run-of-the-mill UBC tournament. It's held in the Irving K. Barber Learning Center. What can you expect if it's your first tournament? So first off, shower and wear deodorant. That room gets incredibly warm because it's a small space, so make sure you're prepared for that heat. Bring your water bottle, don't forget your controller, maybe bring an extra. And pools will be released for that tournament the day before at least, so you're able to actually see who you'll be fighting the next day. So maybe give them a quick Google and find out if you can see any footage of them playing before. It's going to be a fun tournament. It's a one-day event, and it shouldn't last too long. We're hoping to have more than enough setups for you to get in some friendlies, get in some practice. We'll have a couple top players in the house. We're going to have Secret Silent Wolf as well as Blade Wise, so they're going to be coming up from Washington. Fortunately, we're not able to fly someone in for this event due to some plans falling apart. Suddenly, Air Canada spiked the fares from Montreal to Vancouver from 600, which we had, up to 1,000, which was way too much for us to even justify. And by that point, it was too short notice to try and get someone up from California. So at least some of the Vancouver boys now have a chance to become the King of Vancouver and make it onto the podium.
Help them get their own name out there. Yeah, that's really great. So this is totally unrelated. I do know you play Pokemon Go.
I do.
How have your Pokemon Go experiences been going?
Pokemon Go has been going pretty well for me. Unfortunately, I kind of got a bit bored of it at some point. I mean, I've kind of staled out of the game.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at level 15. Haven't been going as hard as some of my friends have lately, but I still pop it open whenever I'm in an area where I know there's a lot of lures. Just walking to the studio downtown, there were tons of tri-spots. I managed to catch a Tauros on my way here. Yeah. So Pokemon Go's been fun.
Comic-Con San Diego they just announced that they're giving a very, very big update. So there's going to be trading, I believe, trading and some more battle gyms and apparently battling each other.
That will be definitely fun.
So we'll hope to see you play again.
Yeah.
And what else do we have? Oh, what Pokemon would you like to see the most? Because they're adding, I think, two more regions.
I've always been a Sceptile fan. He's one of my favorite Pokemon. He's really cool. I play as him from time to time in Pokken. Pokken Tournament is a game that I play competitively as well. It's a Pokemon fighting game. I think it's cooler than Pokemon Go, but it doesn't get as much attention. Yeah, so Sceptile would be really cool. But my favorite Pokemon's already in the game, Jigglypuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I like Jigglypuff.
Yeah, Jigglypuff's my favorite Pokemon by far. I play as her in Smash Bros. So yeah.
She's fun. She's fun. Yeah. Very, very cute. Do you have any final shout outs or comments you'd like to say?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks to Eric for arranging all this and having me on here. Shout outs to all my friends at UBC Esports. Shout outs to Aiden, who's the main tournament organizer for Don't Park on the Grass, which is coming up in December. And shout outs to Jen, my girlfriend, and all my other homies. So if you want to get more involved in your own Smash community, I highly encourage people to check out the Smash Bros subreddit, which is the main hub for Smash Bros these days. And there's a section where you can find your own local community. No matter where you are, there's probably someone who plays Smash Bros. So get on out there, pull out your GameCube, dust it off, and start playing some Smash Bros. You never know. You might just become the next EVO champions.
Great, awesome. Well, thank you for the interview.
Yeah.
And my group will be attending Kings of Vancouver Theater
Awesome.
this weekend. So we'll provide you guys footage from home, and we'll see if we can put a video in.
Sure.
as well.
I look forward to seeing you there and coming and checking out what might be your first Smash Bros tournament potentially.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I've got work this weekend.
Oh,
Aw.
all right.
Maybe next time, though.
For sure.
You're the fourth one.
Yeah. Thank you. Cool. Thanks so much.
What's your favorite Smash character? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, if you haven't